Naveen sir, I think is not in line.
So would you like me to start or how it goes, if you don't mind?
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. How are you?
Thanks all. Hi.
Sir, Mamoon, sir, we will wait for a few more people. Naveen Chilamgurti from Latrobe, Australia to join. Once he joins in a minute, we will start it, sir. Thank you for being on time, sir.
Thanks. Who is that? Who we're waiting for?
Bala Murugan. I am Lakshman's friend.
Sure.
Okay. So we have with us our CEO, Dhruv Galgotia, sir. You can chat with him, sir. Dhruv, sir, this is Mamoon, sir. He is a professor in Australia. He has come as a chief guest for our event, sir.
Wonderful. Good morning, Dr. Preeti. Good morning, everybody.
Yes,
Good
yes.
morning, Guruji. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, all. Great to have everybody here. So I think once everybody's joined, then we can commence.
Sir, Naveen sir has also joined.
Yes, Naveen sir also joined.
So all the chief guests are here in place.
All right.
So Meenakshi ma'am, you can start with the permission of VC ma'am. Naveen sir, very good morning, sir.
Good morning, Naveen sir.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you all?
You all are safe, sir.
We are all fine.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, excellent. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So, Dr. Bala, can we start? Can we start? Your voice.
Hello.
I'm assuming that we have a presentation. So can you enable the feature of sharing the screen, please?
Sir, we will have an inaugural talk. Then after that, we will go for your few works.
Okay.
The program can be shared with the speakers.
Very good morning, all of you. Honorable Chancellor, sir, Mr. Sunil Galgotia, sir. Honorable CEO, Mr. Dhruv Galgotia, sir. Respected Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Preeti Bajaj, distinct speakers and participants. First of all, on behalf of University Center of Research and Development, Galgotia University, I would like to welcome you all to the Indo-Muscat one-week virtual workshop on research writing skills from 26th to 30th. It is a great privilege to address and welcome you all. Welcome to all. Thank you so much to come. I would like to begin completing UCRD for taking the initiative to organize this important workshop. Also welcome experts from different countries. The workshop provides us an opportunity to exchange the views to the academic research. In our respective countries, the best practice we have adopted, the varying degrees of success, challenges we face today during research, the kind of collaboration we can forge address research. My special mention to Dr. Naveen, Head of Cyber Security Discipline, Director, International Program Partnership, Computer Science, Latrobe University, Melbourne, Australia. And Mountain Ella Charles, Darwin University, Australia, Charles University, Australia, who are the chief guests. So this is currently, he is the acting department Computer Science and Engineering, Latrobe University, Melbourne. He obtained PhD degree from Latrobe University. He is also an in chief for professor in the College of Engineering, IT and Environment, IT discipline, and he is a cyber security researcher and practitioner with the industry. And his academic experience, his research is multidisciplinary that focus the security, digital forensic science, and emerging issues of cyber environment like cyber physical system, Internet of Things, by taking of consideration unique challenges. One expert would sharing the during the lecture of different aspects, research like academic research during the COVID-19, art of writing high impact journal, paper, tips and tricks on the funds project opportunity, how to sell plagiarism defined by the UCL. These all of the expert will share the things. Now we request to our honorable CEO sir, he just give the share the some few words. I am inviting honorable Dhruv sir.
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes sir, yes sir.
Great. Firstly, a very warm welcome to all the guests present here today on this webinar on Indo-Muscat virtual workshop on research writing skills. I am extremely thankful and I welcome Dr. Mamoon Al-Zab from Charles Darwin University, Australia, and of course, Dr. Naveen Chilmukurthy, Head of Cybersecurity Discipline and Director, International Programs from La Trobe University, Melbourne, Australia. I am thankful to all the guests, keynote speakers, students, faculty members, and everybody here for joining us in today's webinar in these unprecedented times. I believe that there is a significant need for students at all levels, not only to be good written communicators, but also to understand the importance of good writing skills. In addition, an important facet of written communication is being able to critically assess the writing of others, particularly at the graduate level, as well as in professional programs. As a research paper, whatever else it may be, is both a teaching device and a testing device. When handled appropriately, it essentially forces you to learn to read an assignment carefully, research the components and nuances of the topic area, refine and narrow one's focus to a strong and arguable thesis, and select the best evidence for presentation and analysis. It also requires you to make a deliberate effort to refine and apply your grasp of English and your writing skills. So a lot of discovery and self-teaching is involved in the process. And I believe that if these skills are learned at a fundamental level, it can really take you a long way. So I'm sure there is a lot to learn from the distinguished speakers present here today. And I wish the online conference a success. I wish the speakers could personally be present at our campus, but unfortunately these times don't allow that. But I thank all the keynote speakers to be present here today and accepting our invitation. I wish the conference all the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Now I would like to invite our Honorable Vice Chancellor, ma'am. So, ma'am, please bless to us for this to success this workshop. VC, ma'am.
Good morning, Honorable Chancellor, sir, in his absence, CEO, Mr. Dhruv, UCRD team, our chief guest for today's this 1 week FDP program, Professor Mamoon and Dr. Naveen. The 18 speakers who are going to deliver in this 1 week, the organizing chair, Dr. Meenakshi and Dr. Bala, the online community, dear researchers, very good morning. On behalf of Galgotias University, I welcome you all. When it comes to research methodology and during especially in COVID-19 period, I think the complete, the universe is flooded with a lot of programs, webinar, conferences, virtual meets. But what is essential is, I feel, it's very, very important to know what is research and how to begin with research. And research methodology is basic I would say, the building block to understand how to process in research, how to continue the journey of research. The basic protocols, it starts with to define the research, to understand the research, to identify the research problem, to identify the research tools, to understand the evaluation of research, to understand the ethics in research, and then finally, how you and whether whatever work you come out as in, come out after you pursuing the research, whether it is worth publishing or it has to be perished. So this complete journey of research is very, very beautiful. I congratulate UCRD department for taking up this challenge for the research community, wherein they would be understanding the basics, and all the speakers for sparing their precious time for being a resource person in this 1 week FDP. Appeal to all the research community, the PhD as the doctoral students, the research supervisors, to take full advantage of these sessions, which are extremely, it has been planned meticulously so as to cover, the complete research, research understanding. I'm sure this workshop is going to be very, very successful. Once again, congratulations and welcome on behalf of Galgotias. Thank you, madam.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thanks for the blessing. So now I would like to invite our chief guest, Dr. Naveen. So kindly, sir, please say a few words for us and give us. Dr. Naveen.
Thank you. Yep, thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. And thank you very much, Galgotia Universities. I think I heard this name before. And today I have this opportunity to talk to your faculty and others. And I would like to extend my thanks to, I think the chancellors and vice chancellors here. Extremely, I think this sort of initiative is really important with the research community. My journey started about 25 years ago in research. And I can tell you half of my life. So I'm not telling my age, but I think you can tell me it's going to be, another, it's a very long, it's a long journey, but research is something really important, I can tell you. One of the things, I'm sure in my generation, most of you are in this, 1990s generation. One of the biggest invention, as you can see now, is the internet. And I can tell you there are so many projects involved with that, so many things involved with that, but it's all simply started with a university, small team working on a small, sort of a small idea. So now you can thank them because after 40 years, we are using extensively this research collaboration. So my really, this is the best time to be in the research environment. And I can tell you, there's so many things working these days. If you're in, especially with Internet of Things and especially with IT respect, there's so many developments happening. We can't see what's going to come in 30 years, but we can tell it's going to be a different environment. It's going to be much more different. People may rely more on robotics. People may rely more on artificial intelligence, but all is coming through, most of them will be coming through the university research. So again, I can't stress more on the research environment. And again, thanks to the universities like Galgotias, which are actually developing some culture. This is the culture, and it doesn't happen in a day or two. It happens, it's a long time culture. It grows, with a small, like a seed like this, today's environment. Starting working with different colleagues or working various research and problems, talking to them, getting everyone together like this, ask them to, and especially the upcoming research, students who are really interested in doing further research. I think this is a good idea. So my suggestion is definitely we we all had to work together. I think world will change. Well, we already seen this, how things can change in the last 2 months, and how environment technology helped us to sort of feel better, connect well, and these are all part of the research. So research is something, it's a core of this academia, and I strongly suggest all of you to sort of work on different problems. I can also say that one of the biggest thing in my age I've seen is how the information technology helped the medical environment. Previously, I think all of you may or may not agree, but health and engineering used to be two, roads which are different approach. But these days, health has become part of, IT, information technology, or IT has become part of health science. And I'm sure you must have reading so many news articles about COVID, how artificial intelligence can sort of find the, very crucial symptoms. And there's so many projects around the world which are actually helping to, better find cure. So again, I can give so many examples, but I think during my talk, I'm very thankful to you again, but this is the best time for us to start looking at the research environment, I think. So many things to research. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. And the next, we will wait for your session. Now I'll invite Professor Mamun. Please kindly start the session. Just give us a few words so that we have to start this workshop.
Good morning, all, and thank you very much for the kind invite. And it's such a short notice. It's yesterday, just received the invite. So, Chancellor, Vice Chancellor, distinguished list, my colleague from Australia, Professor Nevin, all good morning and great to be here today. Really, I can't emphasize much. I continue from my colleague what he said about the importance of technology in advancing lots of humans' needs. In today. So my presentations will primarily focus on scientific writing in the applied side of cyber. Yeah, pretty much that's it. Thanks a lot. Yeah, is that what you want me just to say a few words? Or hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are audible.
Yeah. So how long you? Yeah. So you want me to introduce myself, right?
Sir, 10 to 15 minutes.
You want? Okay. Well, because you said say for a few minutes. So
yes,
you want me to?
Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You want me to talk about my presentation?
Not presentations, sir. About your research, you can share with us.
Sure. Okay. Well, as my colleague really started by saying about the internet and the technology that has changed dramatically over the past really years. If we really look in the past 10 years, pretty much, for example, we pretty much the Bitcoin idea and the Instagram and many of the social media account hasn't really been born back at the time. And look at our reliance in today's world and how much really we rely on technology in everything of what we do. Now, really, most people here that's been born after the 1990s will not really appreciate how we really profoundly deeply connected with the arrival of digital technology and the interference of ICT pretty much into our life. It's very important to remember that the internet itself was designed for communication. Now we use it to transfer very much sensitive information, and security really wasn't in mind. And therefore we're trying to play lots of catch-up games. Again, continue from what my colleague was talking about, that security is a very important aspect, and technology is really moving so much fast. And cyber security is a difficult problem to solve, not because it's widely technical with complex and interdependent network system to it, but also due to the multidisciplinary nature to this issue. Now, we are talking about billions of devices that already exist and really outnumber the human beings already exist. Statistic suggests that almost there is 64 billion IoT devices that exist out there. Now, most people really associated with science and research agree that writing and publications, articles that describe their experiment is an integral part of research process. Unfortunately, many think that this process is accomplished in 3 phases: planning the work, doing the research, and writing it up. And really, that is pity, because all 3 phases are closely integrated, that none can be completed successfully without involving the others. Now, the fourth industrial revolutions is characteristic by the merging technology into human lives, as machine and people continue to covet and increase AI and deep learning and IoT are becoming the norm of day-to-day life. Why the ability to create autonomous self-driving car, technology, drones, cognitive action able to coexist with a human can be viewed as the ultimate and the most challenging goal for AI and immediate priorities, and perhaps the secure space. Now, without going any further, I would just a very fantastic book by David Leslie from CSIRO, published in 2010. And he mentioned in his book that the relationship between good planning and the smooth execution for a scientific writing a research program is obvious by the importance of thinking about writing the article during the planning is often we overlook that process. For example, the title of the book, for example, scientific writing, thinking of words and how we are using words. So basically in his book, he's saying that thinking process and writing papers, particularly papers, is parallel with the design and the experiment itself and how we are drive all of the whole process. So it is so in his book he summarized it into 4 steps. The first one is predict the result of the research you are planning. The way we would like to provide some increments or novel contribution to science that hasn't been exist. And the way we think in that way. And the third step is we imagine how we would present that such finding in a way where it can be acceptable in the academic community. And lastly is imagine how we would explain them in a very nice way where it can be perceived and received by the academic community. So really, these are the 4 steps that is being discussed in the book by David. So really, writing a good scientific article is as much as an exercise in clear and focused thinking, and it is a clear and accurate writing. But to be really successful in writing academic papers, and the need for such an important workshop like this today, we really have to have readers thinking along the same path as you when they read. And to do that, we have to have a plan and structure the plan for the article carefully. So that's pretty much a summary for my talk. Thanks. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for your valuable words. So now I would like to invite Professor Bala. So he have to be thanks to all our chief guests. Dr. Bala.
A very good morning, one and all. Honorable Chancellor, Mr. Sunil Galgotia, sir. Honorable CEO, Mr. Dhruv, sir. Respected and beloved Vice Chancellor, Madam, Dr. Preeti Bajaj. Distinguished speakers, and participants. First of all, on behalf of UCRD Galgote University, I'm to present the vote of thanks for the Indo-Muscat 1 week virtual workshop on research writing skills, which is going to happen from today, that is 26th of May, till 30th of May 2020. I thank our respected Vice Chancellor, Dr. Preeti Bajaj, ma'am, for guiding us towards conducting this 1 week research workshop series and supporting us in all the aspects. Because of her only, we have got a wonderful response of more than 500 registration. I also appreciate and thank all the enthusiastic participants who have registered and waiting eagerly for starting of the lectures. My special mention to my mentor, Dr. Naveen Chilamgurti, Head of Cybersecurity Discipline Director, International Programs and Partnership, Computer Science and IT, Lathrop University, Melbourne, Australia. And also to my best good friend, Dr. Mamoon Alzab, who is from Charles Darwin University, Australia, and who have served as a chief guest and have given the valuable inputs. At the outset, I thank all the keynote speakers who had taken out the time from the busy schedule to share the knowledge among all the learned professionals from Galgote University and Modern College of Business and Science, Muscat, and also outside participants. Finally, I also thank all the key people involved in Modern College of Business and Science for collaborating and participating in this joint workshop. Thank you one and all.
Thank you so much, Dr. Bala. So now our next session will start. Our first session will be started by our Honorable Vice Chancellor, ma'am. She will give us some valuable things about academic research during COVID-19, how we can do the research and how we can pursue it, and what is the main focus we can do in the COVID-19. So that session will be start at 10 o'clock. So Dr. Bala Murugan, the same ID or the another ID? This will be the another ID, na?
Yes, ma'am. That we have already given in the brochure. They all will.
Yes, we already share in the brochure. So thank you so much. Thank you, Dhruv sir. Thank you, VC ma'am, to come and join. And thank you so much.
Thank you, madam.
So Dr. Meenakshi, I'll join you at 12 o'clock, yeah?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You have to join after the VCMM session. There is your session. I think I have written in the poster in the timing.
Yes.
The session will start on the same time. Thank you so much, Naveen sir. Thank you.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
हाँ जी बोलो.